walking after the hurricane, um, and it's so amazing out. The birds are chirping, we're walking the dogs freely, the birds are out, the big ones flying, soaring overhead. Um, and it reminded me how it's kind of like what the 5D frequency is supposed to be, right? That's what free water is supposed to be. That's our goal. Is, like this tranquility that you find is all you would find, right? When you find another human or another being, right? Because look at this path, right? There's no one here, right? But with no one here, I'm not feeling anxious, I'm not feeling afraid, I'm not feeling anything else except the oneness of nature in the universe. My pups. So, what if there wasn't anybody on the path, right? What if you were all alone on the path? But it was a peaceful path. It's very peaceful, very demure, whatever it is that people say. Mindful, right? If you were walking this path and you were alone, but it was peaceful, right? You run into someone else, it might take a minute, right? But they're peaceful as well. And then they contribute to the vibe. They don't take away from the vibe. You don't have to explain it, right? They're a part of it, and then it expands. Two, I said that. So, this is really nice. I also want to change the whole YouTube thing, like, right? All right, so that's the thing, right? So, if I have more people on the path, right, and you're attracting more anxiety, the path isn't as peaceful. It's not very peaceful, right? When you have a bunch of people, you just got bikes coming, this, and the other, right? Hey, that's what it's meant for, right? I don't own the road. But that's the whole point, is that it wouldn't be that bad if everybody was on the same frequency, right? If somebody on their bike just said, clink, clink, hey, I'm coming, and then me and the pups get out the way, and maybe if one of the dogs got in the way, and I go, hey, sorry, I don't know, they like the bike, for whatever reason they get in the way, and they go, oh, it's okay, I stopped and I went around. not that hard, right? Because when you're on the vibe, it's just you move and everybody is on the same frequency, so there's your goal is to keep the same energy, right? So if somebody comes with negative energy, right, they tend to put that out, right? So if they're mad, this is their one day. Again, I've been there as a skateboarder, right? This is my one day a week that I get to skate, and everyone's in the way, and I'm this and this and this. So then you take that out on other people, right? Yet, whose fault is it that this is your one day to skateboard? Whose fault is it this is your one day to ride a bike? I didn't tell you to take that job that prevented you from doing what makes you happy. right? Well, I get the money to do this. That doesn't even make sense in modern times, because I wanted to go for a walk now, and I'm now making money off of that, right? One way or another, whether it's clearing my mind so I can make better decisions and I make money, right? I can profit this video, I can turn that into an ad, make some money, right? I even masturbated earlier today and I made some money, right? The sun is shining. You wouldn't even know a hurricane just passed. Literally just happened, right? And it's like, you know what? I was in that energy, right? But that's where things change, you know? I go, all right, that's everybody manifesting negative energy, and the earth is like, get the fuck out of here, right? Even just talking about it, you tap into it, right? I'm gonna talk more about this on the podcast. I'm definitely gonna do a podcast. So back to the path, so I can wrap this video up. The 5D is like this path, right? The hurricane is the 3D, right? Everyone's afraid and they're constantly manifesting fear, fear, fear. There's tornadoes on the highway. Why are there tornadoes on the highway? Because there's so much fear on the highway. Everyone's leaving, right? So that's where all the manifestation is. Me, I chilled. I was like, you know what? I'm a god. I got my film photos in. You guys want to check that out? Of all my adventures. And I said, I'm a god. Whatever I want happens, happens. I wanted to play Baldur's Gate 3. I got to beat Baldur's Gate 3. That's a whole different video. All right. One more take. All right, because here, I'm going to upload the whole thing, but I'm even going to drink some water because I'm a 60-second, my fucking point, right? I'm not going to ramble. I'm going to run that as an ad. You guys can just see the whole fucking process. I got fucking Uber Eats and shit. I didn't even have to go to the store. Woo. Oh, you're so crazy. You fucking stayed exactly in your house. You didn't drive in the rain. You didn't manifest fear. You didn't... The fucking sun. Look at... You just see the world differently, you know? All right, we're gonna walk to the water. All right, I'm gonna do it to the water. That's the point. And then we just walk back. All right. Here we go. The shade. Perfect. Let's get the angle. Maybe this angle. Oh, this is way better angle. That's why it didn't work out before. Whew. Got the free water up. All right. So, life in the 5D is kind of like this trail right now after the hurricane. It's empty, right? One would say it's empty, but it's filled with life, birds, nature, just peace and tranquility. Now, sometimes the universe says, if you're going to be on this path, will you walk it alone, right? And a lot of times we're so afraid to do this path alone that we bring people who aren't ready. We try to force certain situations, and the energy then goes down. Now, being in a hurricane and it was a total fucking vibe, people can go to negative energy and see people, they got tornadoes on the highway and all that stuff, right? So what are we manifesting, right? A lot of times the family only reaches out when you're in danger, right? Or you only reach out when you're playing victim, right? That's not it. All right, we're gonna get it right. 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 I'm losing my train of thought and gaining it at the same time, because it's like, if you want to say something, especially in 60 seconds, so I can run it as an ad. You gotta get it right, and I don't want to just put the video out there. That isn't right. That doesn't feel good. It's like skateboarding, right? See, you can learn good things from skateboarding, you learn bad things from skateboarding. Well, I wouldn't even say bad things. I would just say that's how I was in that situation, because I wanted to skateboard. I want to skateboard. I hate being at work, and I want to do this, and this. And I was just like, bro, like, just go skateboard. Go do what makes you happy. And that's when, you know, I went on all those adventures and all that stuff. So, all right. Take, I don't know what number we're on. I lost track. I'm enjoying the process. But this is why we turn back. We're going in a mosquito alley. So you can't record a song about being in the vibe when you're getting bit by mosquitoes. It's fucking my vibe up. Fucking the vibe up. The left hand's my magic hand. Look at that. We're getting it. And maybe we gotta take the hair out. Ugh. You gotta give the people what they want. Oh my god. And they're wanting to give the mosquitoes what they want. Gotta leave. Whew. All right, let's break it down. Because I keep trying to, let's break it down, right? And then we'll put it together. All right, so life is like, not life is like the 5D, life in the 5D. There we go. That's what's even throwing us off a little bit. Life in the 5D can sometimes be like this, right? So why is it like this? Because sometimes you got to walk the path along. Well, It's not about walking the path alone because you don't know who's there, right? You're not alone. I feel like that's the thing too. That's where we're getting thrown off because technically you're not alone. Spirit's always with you, right? I'm not alone. I got the dogs. I got nature. How am I supposed to say I'm alone, right? Fucking, it's crazy. Other animals aren't having like an existential crisis. Like, I'm the one lion over here. I'm the one thing. Like, you know, I'm sure that they like mate and fucking move on, right? Ugh. Ooh. Mosquitoes. And the dogs went for a walk. Fuck yeah. See, we stay put. Ain't shit happen. We Gucci. 2 times burr burr. Oh, now this fucking car is coming. It's coming pretty fast. It's turning, it looks like. It is not. Hey, over here. Come. Loli, come. Hey, come. Over here. And then I slow down. Hey, 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 hey. Sit. Sit. Howdy.
Hey, it's closed right now because I haven't had a chance to go look and see if there's power lines and stuff. And you have to keep the dogs on leash.
All right, dude.
All right, thank you.
Come on.
All right, you got the other one clear?
Yeah. My point exactly, right? So, Quartz, why aren't you going out all the time? Blah, 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 blah. Because you can just feel the interaction because, hey, I'm tired. Hey, I'm this, right? All right, so here's the example, right? So this is why there's issues in consciousness because these two realities can't exist at the same time because it's like, hey, the park's closed. I haven't checked to see if there's any power lines. Well, in a 5D frequency, right? Hey, have you seen any other power lines down? No, dude, it's been chill. I actually live across the street. Like, it wasn't that bad, you know? Oh, hey, you got your dogs out of the way and they're actually closer to you than they would even be on a leash. So if I would have just kept driving, there's really nothing to even talk about, right? So what's changing in consciousness is that before you would say, oh, as a good person, you would be a law-abiding citizen and whatever the fuck, right? Oh, I'm doing the rules. I'm so sorry. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be on the trail. Like, no, the whole 5D is that only people who actually know how to exist in all these situations are supposed to be here, right? So there's no need to go, oh, someone saw a power line fall and I'm going to ride my bike regardless, right, through the water over a power line and I'm going to step on it or something like that, right? Get electrocuted. What happens is when we mess up natural selection, those beings aren't here anymore, right? Because that's clearly dumb, right? That doesn't even make sense. We should know that electricity and water don't fucking mix. Or if they do, they mix very well, and they don't mix with you very well. Actually, you do. You're a very good conductor of energy. It's just, it will overpower your heart so much that it will pretty much fry itself. So that's how well these things work, I guess, if you put it like that, right? So, with that being said, when you get rid of the natural selection, right? You get rid of what's it called? I think I just figured it out. I think what I realized is that maybe the 60-second thing, I get there when I'm like in the flow and we can chop it up and all that stuff maybe, or I'll get there when I can sum it up because I'm like processing these thoughts, right? But if I hold it, boom, like this, bring it back, right? Then I'm just like a streamer. And now I'm just streaming my walks, which is pretty cool. And then I can just upload it. So, but I don't want to stream because the energy and all that stuff and the connections, and I'd rather just have the video. Then I got to download it anyway. Might as well just record it straight to the phone and then upload it. But back to what we were saying. So now, wouldn't I rather be alone, right? When I was saying that, see, look, the clouds are gone. We literally just went through, when I was walking, the sun's out, the birds are chirping. And then I'm trying to say like, yo, the birds are chirping. Like now all of a sudden I'm not flowing anymore. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Why am I flowing? I was just flowing. The fucking clouds are back. Yo, what happened? Literally, look at the ground. Dude, the fucking sun was beaming. It was difficult to even film this video somewhat. Yet, it was peaceful. And that's literally the point of the 5D. Spirit just gave us the example. I don't have to say it. That's the whole point of God. You guys just saw it live. What the fuck am I talking about? When Duh. I even just had this thought. So I was like, you know what? Like, let's just change the free water thing, because I don't even want that. You know, like, let's just, this storm, we're washing away everything, right? And I feel like that's the thing with, like, numerology and stuff like that. It's just the energy being put on that name. So to come up with something new, but it's not even new, because I didn't go by my shaman name, because it's like, all right, I don't want to corrupt that energy, But with this change and going, all right, hey, this example was literally all I even needed. I don't even feel like I need to do a podcast, because before I was like, oh, I'm going to do a podcast. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about how I feel. But that's not even who I am. My whole thing isn't talking about it. It's showing people, hey, I went for a walk, right? I was feeling negative energy. I went for a walk. The sun started shining. It was literally post-hurricane, chilling, right? We're trying to do video. We're having a good time. The vibe stopped. The birds go away. What happened? Then the dude comes up being a hater, right? Of course, you're supposed to have your dogs on a leash. Fuck you. How about a different saying? Control your dogs. There's places, there's signs where it says, control your dogs. All dogs must be in control. Valid, right? Totally valid. My dogs are chilling, minding their own business, right? If someone says something to them or looks at them or gives them the, oh, I want to play or some shit, they're going up and they're saying hello to you, right? Their version of saying hello, as a German Shepherd, and she has a wingspan, is putting on paws on the shoulder. She's coming to the face, right? Loli does the same thing, but she's Loli. that's what Loli does. All right, here we are. I think I got it. Lighting's pretty decent now too. Hey, no, this way. We're almost there. Hey, we're almost there. Come on. We had a good walk. All right, so the life in the 5D is like this trail. You may look alone, but you feel connected, right? When you're walking and the sun's out and you hear the birds chirping and just the breeze and you just feel the oneness, right? The 3D is, all right, you see people, but you feel alone. You don't feel connected. You feel disconnected. You feel different. You feel separate. And that's all the 5D is saying. The 5D is saying, yo, we're going to cleanse with these hurricanes, with all that's going on in the world. We're going to cleanse all that doesn't serve the 5D. And those on the 5D are like, oh man, I might have to be by myself, or I'm pushing people away. I can't tolerate X, Y, and Z. I'm leveling up, da 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 da. And the point is, hey, yeah, you might look alone, but you feel connected because you feel at peace. You're happy. You're doing what you want. Sure, maybe the other people you thought weren't there, right? But you're there, and that's what matters. Or we can be in the 3D where there's a bunch of people there, but we're all disconnected. And we're all lying to ourselves, making it look like we're connected. And that's what everyone is showing. Look at me, do this, right? But in reality, that's not what's really going on. So this storm, hurricane season, just this moment in this video, we just ask for those who are ascending, join the trail, man. Join the trail. Sure, it might look alone, but when you're on the 5D, purely the 5D, by the time you meet another being, it will be a vibe and it will expand what you already have. versus being in the 3D or the 4D where we're trying to stay in between and all that stuff, right? Then when you encounter a being, the vibe's gone. We're sad, we're connecting with their energy, we feel bad, we feel this, right? So all we're saying is that as we level up in life through the universe's seasons and all that, we ask to do it alone, right? Do it with yourself in spirit, so you're not alone. And use that energy, that frequency, that feel good, do everything that you can accomplish. And when you are doing that, you'll meet other people doing it too. And sure, you might not see a lot of people a lot of times, but when you do, it's the ones you want to see and the ones you really connect with, and that's what matters. So I think that was a video. I'm not sure how long that was. I could probably chop it up, get to a minute, but I think we did a good job. And we're actually back home. So we had a good walk. Good 30. Lolo, come on. It's been a minute. They can't find all the smells. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And this helped me. Just the experience helped me. The document the experience helped me. So I hope it can help you. And that's what this is about. I feel that we have gotten away from the free water, just the meaning of it. I feel like people are constantly projecting what they think free water means. Like, oh, it means that you're going to support me no matter what. That's not what that means. What it means is that when we're in the vibe, everything is taken care of. When we're doing what we're supposed to do, spirit is taking care of everything. When we're not, that's between you and spirit. And if spirit says, yo, it's the tower card, you gotta do this on your own, and you'll understand what we're talking about and appreciate this, you know? And I guess that's what's like tough, because you want to make everyone happy and you want everyone to be on the path with you, but they literally can't. Like, they're gonna get hurt, they're manifesting all the bugs, they're screaming at everything, they're constantly living in fear, they, you know, attract dumb stuff and eat your food up and do all these things. And it's like, all right, maybe that person's not going to be the vibe, but what if I ran into someone else? Maybe it might take a minute, maybe I'm leveling up too. But when I level up and I meet someone else who knows what they're doing and brings their own gear, and then we bring our gear together and it makes like super gear, like if they had a tarp and I had a tarp and we had like a super tarp and they was able to really expand, and we made our tents somehow combined to like a super duper tent, that'd be super crazy. But I guess that's what spirit is trying to show myself and show us while we watched this, while it was documented, the experience of create the vibe and be in it and enjoy it. And don't try so much to share it. Build it up, because you're going to be someone else who's built up energy and they're ready to combine, right? And expand versus take. So, tower card, I don't know what else to say. So, thank you, spirit, for the tower card and cleansing and getting us back to the roots, and may we rebuild a new foundation. Free water forever.